Should your funeral reflect who you are and the work you've done?
Most definitely. I like to have a little testimony service for maybe just about 10 minutes. Just have people stand up and just
Your
mention
testimony about
what
how
I
much better
did,
their
how I
lives are.
helped them.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
just
call that
something a little
remarks.
different. Something a little different, you know. Yeah.
And we don't even have to limit them to 2 minutes.
That's right.
Okay. 10 minutes.
No, just 10 minutes for the
For
testimony.
all of them.
For all of them. No, we don't want them up there, just dragging the service out. But just 10 minutes for, everybody to get up there and say a little something. But I would like to have a big celebration.
You want a celebration
I want
service.
a celebration. I love quartet music. I like to have some quartet groups.
All right.
Yeah, I want it be a celebration, a happy, a joyous occasion.
And I tell you, not past, but I want SWAT at my funeral, and everybody know what I'm talking. When I talk about SWAT, not the SWAT the Dallas Police Department has, but the SWAT that Golden Gate Funeral Home has. It's stepping with an anointed touch.
Amen.
And I want y'all to walk in and take your time and give me the swagger and sing I Shall Wear a Crown, and get ready to go out past somebody. I want you to sing When the Gates Swing Open.
Yes, sir.
I want y'all to put the casket on your shoulders and rock side to side and go back, go forward. I want all that to happen, y'all.
Bro, John, you got to slim down, bro.
Y'all gonna have to get on the weights, my brother.
The casket you want is
It's a pretty heavy
it's a
casket.
pretty heavy casket.
I got, all SWAT teams have to work out a little bit if you're a part of SWAT.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hit the irons, dog.
What do you think about that, Queen? Should your funeral reflect your works?
I think it should, and I want to make sure that my children and my grandchildren, if they're able to, I want them to get up and give a tribute
Okay.
to me being a grandmother and what that meant, and to me being a mother and what that meant to them in their lives, as well as maybe some of my pre-need families that I've serviced, if they want to get up and speak as well. My church members from New Birth Baptist Church as well.
Carol, how can we guarantee that all of us will get exactly what we just spoke at our services?
As we talk about every week, John, you get that pre-need in place. You get that insurance in place to leave that legacy for your family, and you get a will, and you leave the instructions. You write everything down. You put it in place. It's your funeral. It's everything you've worked for. There's some things you want specific. Nobody knows that but you.
Right.
So you have to tell the trusted person to carry out your wishes.
Carolyn, what happens if I have the wrong beneficiary as the beneficiary of my insurance? What if I have the wrong person on there?
Very good possibility that none of the things I want are going to take place.
Because that
They're
beneficiary...
they might take that money, as Brother Pay say, with that blank check and go wherever it is they want to go.
Okay, and they may not choose to put it on my service.
Not at all.
That's why we got to have a pre-need in place.
Exactly.
Pastor, but I'll hope when I pass away that my family is so distraught. John Beckwith Jr. has died. I don't want you to be in your right mind. I want you rolling over and foaming at the mouth. And I want them to have to put you in one of them jackets or something. That
Straight jacket.
Straight jacket. You don't went so crazy that I passed away. So what's going to put you in your right mind to make sure that you give me exactly what I want?
Having a pre-need
in
place, where you have made the decisions on what you want at your service, who you want to speak, who you want to sing. Just like you said, you want the SWAT team.
I want the SWAT team.
Put that in your pre-need. You can take care of that right now. That decision is yours. You have the power. Although God has called you from labor to reward, you still have the power and the control of your own funeral.
Queen, I know you see a lot of families. How distraught are they when someone passed away? Are they really in their right mind? Are they able to remember all the things we talked about at dinners or at Christmas, at Easter, all the things that will reflect who I am? Could they really remember all those things at that time?
No, sir. And that brings to mind a service that took place just this past week, how the family was just so upset.
Okay.
The mother had partially part of a pre-need done, but the other part wasn't done. And she didn't leave instructions as to what needed to be done. So the children had to just kind of scrimp on making the program and stress out on what she would have wanted done, the flowers, they didn't know her colors, and they were just really
what we talk
upset.
about every week is a reality at Golden Gate.
It really is.
Yes,
it took them really about 2 or 3 weeks to get that together, because they started on it just when she went on life support, right before she died. The doctor said she's dying. You need to go ahead and get everything in order.
And that's when they went to work to start.
It took them about two weeks to actually finish everything.
Because that's
and they were just so tired and drained. It ended up being a beautiful service, but they were just drained at the end of it.
And we don't have to do that, do we, Carolyn? We don't have to put that on our family.
On our family. You love them and you do everything for them and with them. Do not put that strain on your family at your death. We state all the time and we see it all the time, John. They are devastated when you pass away. Be it that you've been sick a long time or be it tragic, be it immediate, they are devastated. They cannot think. Please allow them to just be able to go and pick up your will, your wishes, your pre-need. Bring it to the funeral home, and all they need to do is set the date.
Now, as a chief financial officer, a lot of people will watch this show and they'll say, I'm in good shape. I have plenty of insurance. I have plenty of money. But that does not prepare your family for what they're about to do. We heard the Queen say all the time, they are making emotional decisions. They will overspend. They can't remember everything. That's why you have to have all three of these things in place. Go ahead, King.
Yes, it's so much easier. You know, we have a memorial guide.
Okay.
Where you can just, it's like a road map. You can document everything from what you want to where, what scriptures you want, type of music you want sung, everything you can document and put everything in writing. And your family don't have to guess would you like this or would you like that, because this is what you want. And they've got to honor what you want.
They even have a place in there for special instructions.
Yeah. Do you think people are prepared for the unexpected? What if you pass away before your work is done? Because I know we have so many plans and we're planting so many seeds. What if you pass away without getting sick first? What if it's just a car accident? What if it's just instant? What if it's just a heart attack? We see that quite often. Mm-hmm. How can you prepare for that, Pastor Bobby?
Well, you can prepare for that by calling 214-941-7332, Golden Gate Funeral Home, or calling Brother Pace, Miss Abrams, and getting a pre-need. That prepares you for that unexpected death.
Okay.
Because everybody's not going to die from being sick. Mm-hmm. Everybody's not going to die from a car accident.
So you might not have those 2 or 3 weeks that she spoke of.
Yeah, you may not have that kind of time. So you got to prepare now. Get these 3 things, a pre-need, will, and life insurance. Get those things in place today. Don't wait on tomorrow, because tomorrow's not promised. The Bible says what is life is nothing but a vapor. It is here for just a moment, and then it soon vanisheth away. So that goes to tell you, we don't have that time. We do have time, which is an appointed time set by God for all men to die. But again, no man knows the day nor the hour when he shall come again. So that's why now, right now, this time, this moment, this hour, this second, is the time for you to get a pre-need, a will, life insurance in place so you can be prepared for that unexpected.
Carolyn, is a funeral even worth remembering?
Oh, definitely. The things our very topic. Okay. May the work I've done speak for me. And a funeral is going to be a work that's going to happen. So please remember, and please put things in place so you can be remembered, however way you want to be. Whether it's on a small scale, if it's going to be grand, yes, it's worth remembering. You love that person.
Pastor Bobby, we've handled the blues singer Marvin Cease. We've handled pastors. We've handled many different services on many different levels. Mm-hmm. And each one of them reflected who those people were.
That's right.
And a lot of people are still coming to us to this day. Say, I remember that service and the way it was handled, what was done. Right. Do you think a funeral is worth remembering?
Yes, it is, Brother John. Me personally, I remember my father's funeral because I dressed him, I placed him in his casket, I combed his hair, I did all the final preparations for my father. Then not only that, my mom made a special request for me to sing 2 certain songs at his funeral, plus do the eulogy of my father.
So it was worth remembering.
And me closing his casket and driving him in the hearse by myself to the cemetery.
Was it worth remembering? Do you have a funeral that was worth remembering?
Oh, yes, most definitely. You know, if you have a loved one that passed, you know, that is the only time that they're actually going to pass. Those are memories. So
it's not going to happen more than once.
It's not going to happen, but
you got
just one
time to get it right.
And you want to get it right, you want to make it right, and you want to remember it.
Queen, is a funeral even worth remembering, or is it just throw me in the backyard?
No, I think that is the last time that you'll be able to actually see your loved one, is at that funeral service. And the homegoing should be a celebration, and it should be something wonderful with good memories, not stressful memories where you had to stress and strain to take up money and get collections, or you had to stress and strain to make emotional decisions. It should be a time, a joyous time, where you can think about the happy times that you had with that person.
So you look back at it, you'll say, That was a good time.
Funeral,
and
yeah.
that was
That's
a
right.
good funeral. They lived a good life, and they had a good funeral.
Good
And I hear people saying it all the time, Mr. Baker, when I
Okay.
do the survey and I call families. They just give us great applause about what a wonderful job that we did at Golden Gate Funeral Home in making their memory so good of their loved ones going on home.
And I can tell you, life is a lot easier when you're financially prepared.
Yes, sir.
And
Oh, boy.
funerals are a lot easier when you're financially
Prepared.
So you don't have to tell a family no. The family say, I want a horse and carriage like the Queen. You can give them a horse. And you want the SWAT team, you can give them
The SWAT team.
because they have financially prepared for it. So we understand we have to have all three of these things in place. We have to have a pre-need so our family does not have to make decisions.
That's right.
We have to have insurance because we got to leave something behind other than
Bills.
some bills, all right?
And memories.
And we have to leave some instructions on what we call
Wheels.
Wheels.
So there's no chaos.
no chaos. And we
None.
know every Saturday night at 7 o'clock p.m., you can watch us right here on 34.1.
Right.
Access TV.
And we're going to do everything we can to help you and walk you through this situation. If you
Yes.
call the King and Queen of Pre-Need every Saturday morning on Heaven 97 at 10 o'clock a.m., you can call in and ask any questions you may
Any
have.
questions.
Any
Any
questions at all.
questions.
And then every Sunday on Channel 21,
At
5:30 a.m.
5:30 a.m. You can watch Ask
a.m.
Undertaker. You're going to see all these names come across the screen. You're going to see these phone numbers come across the screen. Call those numbers so we can walk you through that situation.
Yes.
May God bless you. May God keep you is our prayer. We are stepping up the level of our services. Our goal is to treat your loved ones with the respect they deserve. We are taking our services to new heights. We are stepping in a new direction. Step into the new millennium with Golden Gate Funeral, where service begins and never ends.